A strange new toy has taken the world by storm. Artificials are robot animals that come in all shapes and sizes. But these popular robo-pets have a strange secret. Some humans are able to combine with artificials to gain spectacular power. The organization, Hominids Opposing Artificials, desires to put an end to all robo-pets. Kitsuki Rowan, Rumi Peppercorn, Midoriya Kai, and Han No must band together to protect the artificials against this menace.
Today's episode opens up with the four of you in Pet Spy. Ark is lecturing you on all the differences between normal RoboPets and your RoboPets, because of normal RoboPets, pushing down the reset button doesn't make it grow big. It just resets the pet.
So does that mean our pets can never be reset?
Yes.
Okay. I don't.
These
doesn't
pets
matter.
are
Just-
yeah.
I'm
These
wondering.
pets are too close to sentient, so we disabled the reset function on them. We're not 100% sure, but it freaks us out too much to reset them, so we're not doing it.
I mean, that makes sense.
Are there any other questions?
So how do they actually get big? Because that was a lot of mass that they had that they didn't have before.
He has an explanation, but it's not important to the plot, so I'm not going to give it.
Does he say it? None of us understand whatsoever.
Yes.
Yeah. Not because it's
Someone-
like high-level concept, but because it's some new concept that no one else actually knows about and refuses to explain.
Someone says, cut the technobabble.
He says, oh yeah, it's the Florp gates. And then refuses to elaborate what a Florp gate is. You see, a Florp gate is like a black hole if it was a Florp.
Stop elaborating. You don't care.
Han isn't even paying attention. Han is just playing with his pig.
Are you trying to be cool about it and pretend you're not playing with your pig, or
He has
you're just
moments
sweet?
where you can actually see him playing with the pig for the most part. He's just trying to do it like really surreptitiously.
Meanwhile, Midori is just playing patty cakes with Utachi.
Well, I think everyone's up to speed. We can talk about our actual job. Is this our actual? Hey, which one do you guys consider our actual job? The superhero stuff or the Pet Spy stuff?
I think it's all just the same. I think we have obligated to do both.
I mean,
Yeah, that makes sense.
one, we save a whole lot of people and get to fight some stuff.
Yeah. Why do I?
I'm sorry, I thought there was going to be a two.
There's no, there's not.
I mean, we're risking life and limb. That's kind of self-explanatory.
I'm sorry, I'm just used to when people say one, there's usually a two. But anyways, today, Pet Spy is doing a finals de-stress promotion. They're trying to get students from the local college to come and play with the RoboPets to chill the fuck out.
Nice.
Timeline-wise, I've decided this is the end of a fall semester, so it's almost Christmas, because that's when I was planning this campaign.
But almost Christmas means it's not Christmas yet.
That's
So
correct.
we're going to do a montage. Each of you are going to set up a problem, and then I'm going to decide who has to solve it, and we're just going to go around in a circle. So, Kitsugi, during this finals de-stress promotion where you have a bunch of college students coming in, what's the first problem that happens on the ship?
College students.
Just as a concept?
I mean, as a concept, they are pretty troublesome. But I'm thinking they probably I think they probably just spend way too much time in here. Like
Oh, no,
just
they're
doing
loitering.
nothing and loitering, but making it look like they're interested in what's going on. Like what we have here long enough that we can't really kick them out.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to game the system. They're too powerful.
They're clogging up all the aisles. We can barely move to the store.
See, the high schoolers we can take care of because, they'll loiter too much.
Yeah, like the high schoolers loiter, but you can just like stand near them and they'll leave because you're messing with their vibes. The college kids just think it's funny when you try to mess with their vibes.
Is there at least one person that is just the gamer who hasn't showered in 2 years?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure at least one of these people is drinking something other than just like Coke, but who can prove that?
No White Claws in the store.
Alright. Let's see. What's the most fun to do with this? Alice, do you want to pick someone to deal with this, or do you want me to pick?
You pick.
Alright. I want to see Han deal with this.
Yes.
Oh no. So there's a bunch of rowdy
I remember-
kids in here.
This is kind of a chance to earn tokens. I don't want to tell you what to do, but
Alright, so there's a bunch of... How did you put it? There's like a bunch of rowdy...
humble college students that won't leave. They're not rowdy. They're just not leaving and they're not buying anything.
Wow.
They're just kind of annoying.
They're just playing with the same robo dog for 3 hours.
Wow. I'm trying to like manifest, like Han is trying to even manifest the give fuck because like he doesn't care, right? It's like who cares, right? But like eventually, I don't know. They'll have to like.
This one of them says like, "Well, at least I can get a dog, and not something stupid like a pig."
Wow. How dare he? Them's fighting words.
The situation is resolved in that child's death.
I mean, are we college kids age? I suspect we're around.
They're actually high school.
We're high school.
So these
You're
are
younger.
older. These are older.
These are older than you. That's why they don't listen to you.
I think they know better. Okay, so I'm going to I'm gonna scoot Rumi away from the fish tanks. And I'm gonna make a big show of cleaning up the fish tanks. Then I'm gonna accidentally just pour the fish tank all over these fucking 20-somethings. And by accidentally, I mean on purpose.
So, this could be either taking the brunt of someone else's burden or frightening another with an impressive feat. So I'm going to give you a token.
Yeah, I figure I'm taking the brunt of Rumi's burden of taking care of the fish. Yes.
Mhm.
And then I'm pouring it on these terrible 20-somethings who need to get the hell out of my store. Because they're annoying me. Whoops.
All right.
I'm so clumsy, I say, like, not even sewing it at all. Just whip. They're wet now.
They leave.
Good.
I don't know if they'll be back,
Good.
but they're gone for now at least.
Clean up in aisle 3.
Situation handled.
Mm-hmm.
I hand you a mop
Damn.
and just stare at you.
All right, Han. What's the next issue?
Ah, God.
We can keep doing problematic customers if you want, but I wanted to leave it open for other things.
I think, I'm so, like, I'm into water today, so, like, the little drinky fountains that they make for the animals that help them drink, you know, when they make the little fountains, they break
They
and...
they don't actually drink though. They're robot pets.
Yeah, but we still carry regular pet supplies too, right?
Implying
They're
regular
all
pets.
compatible with RoboPets.
Okay. I still
So
think...
you still have drinky fountains, but they're just there as like an accessory if you want your RoboPet to look cool.
If you want to spoil your RoboPet. So yeah, we got the drinky fountains, and they break and they start spraying even more water everywhere. So that-
No.
And,
Oh God, Art comes in and doesn't see you dump the fish tank. He comes in with the drinky fountains start malfunctioning, and he thinks that's the only thing that's happened.
yeah.
Perfect.
He's not gonna realize that you've dumped the fish tank.
Mm-hmm.
So Han, who handles this?
Oh gosh.
Don't pick Kitsune because I want to make a complete loop.
Okay. I'm gonna say Rumi has to deal with it since she just handed me the mop.
All right, Rumi, the shit's breaking.
Spraying water everywhere.
I
The
think
storefront's
these are
filling up with
defective.
water. We're gonna drown, Rumi. What do you do?
We're in a mall. I go and turn the water off.
Decisive action.
Very practical.
I like to picture Ark is like got a bucket somehow and is bailing water out of the out of the store.
There you go. Water's off. Pushed all
Alright.
into the mall. Who cares?
Not our problem if it's outside the store. Just put up like a wet
Alright.
floor sign as we push
Yeah.
You did it.
I did it, but that way our liability is covered.
Yep.
And now people are informed.
Yeah, that's it. I'm looking over your light turns. I don't think you triggered any of them.
No.
I want to give you a chance, but
Yeah, I just
otherwise
saw-
you can. Yeah, you solved the problem.
I took definitive action, but I did not doubt myself.
Mhm. You took action. That's actually a regular turn. We always take action.
Yep.
So yeah, what's the next problem?
Those college students sneak back in and they let a bunch of pets out.
No!
No! Oh no! Oh no!
And
Victoria.
each of them steals one.
There's at least 30 to 50 of the pigs wandering around the mountain home now.
But they're tamed, so it's fine. Oh god, this almost seems like it should be a problem for all of you.
I'm
But
still cleaning this water.
yeah. Yeah, if we want to end with Kitsugi Midori, you've got to deal with all the pets are loose. And one of them
Alright.
stole Itachi, because I have to motivate you somehow.
I mean,
So,
hey.
so are you
Hey.
saying what you're saying is that the dogs are loose?
Yes, who let
Which
those
means
dogs
that
out?
Kisugi is going to ask, who let the dogs out?
That is-
All right. So,
Who?
can I say that Utachi wasn't captured because Midori has this? This can be
Yeah,
done
sure.
outside of the mall, therefore. the
Therefore,
store.
she can put in effort.
So, all of the animals run out of the store, and these college kids look like some real jerks. They're snickering. Midori doesn't like that attitude, so she just gets up, says, I got this one. And so, all of the Robo-Pets have probably gathered. Where would Robo-Pets just gather? Do they like honey? Would they go to It Be Like That?
Yes.
The animals that like honey would be there. You got some like robo teddy bears. They're over there.
So,
I would
she.
think they would just go where people are.
All right, so they're in the food court. So
Yeah.
Dory goes to the food court and is like, all right, Utachi, I believe we have a common enemy. I can't speak Robopet, so give an inspiring speech or something, I don't know. And so Utachi gets on a table, and you hear various squeaks and whatnot as Utachi does some motions. A crowd of Robopets gathers, all staring intently at that table. And at the
Itachi
end,
starts a Robopet revolution.
Utachi has a very high-pitched yell and then just points in the mall, and all of the Robopets start running, and then you cut back to all of those college kids, and suddenly there's just a herd of Robopets running towards them, and they just start getting trampled.
Okay, what if your light turns is endanger someone
instead of
accomplishing
accomplishing
something?
something. That's exactly what I was going for. Unite the Robopets against a common enemy, have that enemy taken out, and then they can go back to the store.
Well, light turns have to have consequences, so they don't go back to the store.
I mean, the consequences is they just beat up actual human beings. There is now a pile of college students outside of the store. It's less appealing.
Also, my headcanon is that Utachi is voiced by that one sheep in that Kirby episode. I need Itachi to look at the other Robopets and go, they could never leave this out. Okay, well,
So, the
Midori's
problem,
committed murder.
it's not murder. It's just, it did kind of ruin the vibes because we did want to.
Midori's committed assault.
We wanted to
Midori
have.
hasn't done anything. The animals did it. Midori is innocent.
Citing a crime is a crime.
I am the smallest domino in this situation. So there's now a whole lot of KO'd, not technically teens since they're college students, but we were supposed to have a nice environment for, relaxing, and
Yeah.
it's not
That one just
exactly-
seems like somebody wanted to beat up college students and lured them away from home. And then just beat the shit out of them.
It's not quite a Vlad the Impaler situation, but it has a similar effect. It's gonna ward people off. And I guess that's the final problem. What do you do with all these very beat up college students?
Alright, Kitsugi, your task is to make the pet store still look appealing with all these unconscious assholes surrounding it.
Looking at my light turns right now for some inspiration here.
I've just realized the flaw with doing montages for this part because it just encourages you to just make something worse every time.
But that makes it so much better.
So to avoid making it too much worse, I'm not sure what this would count as, but I think Katsuki just marches out there and just starts using the "I'm in charge now" voice. Like, okay, show's over, time to go. Come on, get up. Like clicking like they're like horses or dogs,
They're unconscious.
and trying to sort of just shoo them away like it's just a herd of animals.
They're not going to move because they're not conscious. They're asleep.
Okay, then I'm gonna let my temper cloud my judgment and start nudging them with my foot. Come on, let's go.
Just
Come
pick
on.
them up and throw
Does
them in the
the-
dumpster where they belong.
Does the camera cut to you gently encouraging everyone to get up and leave? Just smash cut to your face, and smash cut again. You just hurling one of them outside in the parking lot.
I am literally dragging them off. Like, all right, well, I gave you a chance. I'm literally just going to drag them until they move on their own. I refuse.
Okay, so you're out in the parking lot dealing with all of this. Before shift is over, you have one more customer. This man steps in and says, hello. What kind of store is this? I'm not from around here, and I don't recognize this brand name.
We're not a
That's
brand.
Spy. Isn't that already taken?
Brands are bad.
It's a store for revolutions, Midori says while taking a vine of Kitsuki dragging off a whole lot of college students.
Robot pets, sir. They're pets, but robots. That's the entire thing.
Oh, robo animals. I know about those.
How? It's
I
like a
work
new
with
invention.
them very often.
What? Arc. This is a new
He
invention.
he runs his fingers through his feathered cravat. Says, "Do you see these feathers? These used to
Yes.
be on an osprey, much like that one." And he points to your osprey, Rumi.
Oh no.
Yeah, but that was like an actual animal, not a robot, right?
Oh no! He takes a step closer to you. They're fake feathers, but they were also on a fake animal. But you can really tell the difference, can't you? And he is pushing his cravat very uncomfortably close to your face.
Are you implying that you want to hunt one of these robot pets?
No, not a hunt. Just harvest.
That's equally as creepy, my dude.
You can, well, get out.
Excuse me?
Get out.
I want to speak to your manager.
I'm the manager, get out.
No, you're not. I want to speak to an adult. Where's the adult? Do any of you try to stop Ark from coming out, or do you just...
No.
I mean, what am I gonna do?
I'm busy vaping.
Actually, here's something. Instead of Ark, before Ark hears all this, Kitsui, you wander back in and see this fucker. You just overheard him talking about how he's going to harvest robo animals for their fur and feathers that they don't have.
It's a weird Trilla DeVille situation.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Okay.
I'm just wondering. I'm just curious. Has anyone told you yet how messed up you are, or is that like a new information that you might want to have a little bit to process?
Oh, please. You don't make it as far as I have without making enemies.
Oh, good. I'm glad that you know how messed up you are. because you don't get out of my store in 5 seconds, then I'm going to drag you out like I did the entirety of that class of freshmen. Please go.
When you say that, there's just like a flashback from his point of view of him walking past you, dragging all of the college students. It's like, oh wait, you're serious? Oh my!
Also, Midori's been playing Kefka's theme like louder and louder. It just started at like 1% volume, but she's been slowly raising it as he's been talking.
All right, Itsuki, I'll let you remove this man, but that is going to be a heavy turn. You have a heavy turn, face down danger without hesitation.
That's fair.
So, all right. Well, fine. There are robo animals elsewhere, I'm sure. I'll be able to find them somewhere.
I'm sure you will with your
I
charming.
wasn't even here to
distant
shop.
demeanor.
I wasn't here. I was here to check on my
You
check
keep
on my other
making
products.
And like as he's walking, I'm just following him to the door. You keep making noises. So many noises. I wonder
was
if any of
here.
them are words. That's so cute. Oh,
I was here to check on this, and he puts his hand on this Club Penguin mascot. The Radio Shack has been replaced with a Cyber Cafe, who is run by
you
Tim
know that
Cyber Cafe, which is just Tim Shackman but with a fake mustache.
the Club Penguin is dead now. It's way too soon.
There are 3 other versions.
Oh, there are? Nice.
Yeah, none of them are as good.
That's saying something right there.
I wanted to see how my creation was holding up.
Wait, you made that?
I don't think you made Club Penguin, my dude.
I didn't design the character, I designed the mascot.
Oh, so you just
holding
ripped
up
off Club
different-
Penguin, huh?
Does it count as talking
No, I
smack to
was
someone more?
commissioned.
Does it count as talking smack to someone more powerful than me if I just laugh? Like, genuinely, openly guffaw?
You did follow him out calling him a bitch. Like, I think that counts as...
It's like, Katsuki think that's the funniest shit ever, is that he's willing to say it openly and honestly that he created the thing.
Alright, yeah, you I'll give you a token for that.
She just, like, leaves. Like, that's just hilarious.
I mean, to be fair,
None of you appreciate this! He starts, like, grabbing parts, like, look at the material on this flipper! Look at this beak! None of you can understand the amount of effort that went into this!
I mean, I've talked to a few people who do like cosplay stuff.
Ah, I'm too upset. I need a moment to think. I'm leaving.
Good. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
He turns around and says, what was that? And the door doesn't back to you on the way out.
Nice.
Alright, now finally.
What a nerd.
now that all that's over, Ark is done bailing water out of the basement. He says, alright,
Hey,
anything
Art-
happened while I was gone? Anything
Yeah, we
weird?
had to kick some guy out of the store.
Oh my god, we never have to kick people out. Now we're doing it all en masse today.
He
What
I
wanted
happened?
mean,
to-
hey, to be fair, Kitsuki, I made a great vine of you kicking those people out. I'm gonna link you to it.
Please do. And our
So,
defense boss, he did wander in and start saying some really messed up stuff about how he's gonna like harvest a bunch of like robot organs or
He
something.
wanted to harvest the pelts of the Robopets.
Oh yeah,
Like-
that guy was a weirdo.
Yeah, he's being a weirdo.
Super
When
weird.
you say that, he says, all of you stay right here. And then he rushes over to the door, turns the sign around, locks it, says you're now closed.
Ah, finally, we can
Says-
go home.
No, this is important. So this man was harvesting pelts.
Well, he said he
Or
was.
wanted to harvest pelts, that's right. You might not have asked, I don't necessarily expect you to know, but do you know if he was a fashion designer or not?
He had that look.
Yeah, he looks like one.
I got a really big Cruella de Vil vibe from him.
Yeah.
I mean, he did. I don't know that he's a. Calling him a fashion designer seems a little charitable. I mean,
Failed
she,
fashion
she,
designer.
like, points to the thing. It's like she'll sort of gesture backwards and be towards what that thing he was looking at. It's like, I mean, he did do the weird Club Penguin shit.
Oh, he made that mascot?
He says he
He
did.
commissioned it. And you know what? I feel like there's several people who could have done that job better, if we're being honest.
You know,
Um,
like literally any grade school child. So, but you know
As
who
we're
this
saying
guy
this,
is?
the Club Penguin character is walking closer and closer to the closed door. When you say grade, what did you say? Grade school child. The penguin just sort of like leans up against the door, and his eyes turn red.
Is like looking in from outside.
Yes.
Is that one a live 2 arc?
And then its eyes turn red.
Oh
He goes,
yeah, let's
yes.
see. The material's terrible.
Crush the competition. Mascot battle mode engaged.
I spend a token and transform immediately.
Did you ever get a token?
I must have one.
No, because you used a normal turn.
Oh, I don't have anything. Never mind. I don't do that.
So you're the one close. I need to explain why you don't transform. You're the one closest to the door. When it kicks open the door, you just get shoved against the fish tanks.
Oh no!
Hey now,
Do the rest
now.
transform?
Let's calm down. Yeah, Midori transforms.
Green ferrets.
All right. I'm gonna glance over the yellow sheet. I'm gonna give Jeff a chance to get a token so he can transform and not be left out.
Okay. Yeah, I guess
I
would
see.
doubt
I
myself
have
and
failed
take-
to react and ignore the important.
No, I
ahead.
think guiding myself and taking definitive action fits better here. Because I went to take
That's
definitive action and then I wait a second, no.
Right. You
Like,
you realize
right.
that it's a little meta, but yeah, you realize that by doing a regular turn, you don't have a token. All right. So you have a token now. You should transform whenever I give you a chance. So the penguin has broken open the door, shoved Rumi against the fish tanks.
Red ball. Pig.
You three are transformed. What do any of you do?
That sounds like a transformation in like immediately head into danger alone kind of situation.
Well, you do have backup. There are two other people with you.
I don't know what
Yeah,
they're doing, but I'm going in like foot first, flying kick style.
Yeah, I feel like I'm also just going to do a regular turn to take action, leaving yourself vulnerable.
All right. So Kitsugi, you kick the penguin out of the pet store. It's in the hallway now. Midori, do you follow up in any like particularly flashy way, or do you just like jump and slash?
I think basically Penguin gets kicked out, and then like she moves aside, and Midori is just running and does a slash.
All right. And Han, are you doing anything?
I am trying to decide what I want to do. I will take action by leaving myself vulnerable. So, Han still isn't really a good teammate. Like, he's not really synchronized with Midori and Kitsuki yet. So he's just kind of doing his own thing. So he like grabs the door that did squish Rumi, and he's like, "Oh, you like squishing people with doors, huh?" And he's just gonna like hit this dude with the door. But it's like he's leaving himself completely open as he grabs for the door and like tries to slam
Okay.
at this guy.
I like the image of like he gets pushed out so far, but you still want to do the door thing, so you remove the door to
Yeah,
hit him with
he
it.
just pulls the door off.
Ark is horrified.
We'll put it back on later, maybe.
So that's happening.
Hey everyone, I'm back. Boy, it's been a hell of a few weeks since I last got one of these up, huh? But in the interest in making sure this isn't too long, let's skip over the rampant disease and the murderous death throes of capitalism, and instead focus on, capitalism but smaller. Here's 5 small business tricks. Capitalists hate it. So, yeah, hey, you know Henshin, the game we're playing? You probably do, I would hope. Well, guess what? If you didn't back it on Kickstarter, now you can just buy it. That's right, Henshin Deluxe is now available. Go to henshin.com if you want to order it for yourself. Not Cave of Monsters because I checked and they didn't seem to update. But hey, super easy to find, henshingame.com. And speaking of the book, I recently got mine as well. I've looked through it a little bit, and hey, it is super rad. As always, if you want to catch these live, you can go to twitch.tv/Batalisk. We stream every Wednesday at, let's be honest, 9 p.m. Eastern. You might want to start looking around 8:30 p.m. just in case Alice actually manages to get in early. She just usually doesn't because, you know, work hell or whatever. I don't know her life, but I'm guessing it's work hell. It always seems to be work hell. But yeah, we are a few sessions ahead because I have been a little slow. And even though we've done like a session every other week for whatever reason, yeah, we're still a little bit ahead. So, maybe a little bit of character development has happened here and there. But of course, like actual Sentai, you probably don't need to be around for the middle bits. But that being said, when major stuff starts happening, it'll start happening out of seemingly nowhere, so hey, maybe make sure to pay attention. Again, apologies for making that a little more difficult. But of course, if you just want to hear the edited VODs, just stick around on the channel you're on right at this very moment. Or the one you downloaded it from. Either way, you know that the It's Fefner channel exists. You found it somehow. Maybe you even found it through lp.zone, under the Let's Play section where the Henshin thread is. Maybe you found it through there, but you know it exists. You have to. Unless, of course, you're listening with a friend who found it, in which case, hi, glad you decided to share it. I know that's probably not gonna happen, but, gonna cover all my bases just in case. Alright, well, that stuff's out of the way, which means it's time for music credits. So, of course, I Won't Fall Apart is the main theme. That's by Jagger from the Initial D soundtrack. From the Jet Set Radio soundtrack, we have Electric Toothbrush by Toronto, Humming the Bassline, Grace and Glory, Let Mom Sleep by Hideki Naganuma, Yellow Bream by F. Fields, Many Styles by Obi-Wan, Miller Ballbreaker by David Soul, and Everybody Jump Around by Richard Jacques. From the Jet Set Radio Future soundtrack, we've got Jet Set Groove number 4, and Shape to Future by Hideki Naganuma, and Bachfresh by Richard Jacques. And from the Sonic Rush soundtrack, we've got Metal Scratchin' by Hideki Naganuma. So, fun fact, I actually really wanted to use the song Statement of Intent for the Midori scene. You know the one. But I checked YouTube, and thank goodness I did, because that would have gotten this video blocked in many, many countries. I don't think it would have blocked it in the United States, but hey, you know what? I don't want this blocked anywhere. Because, sometimes people exist outside the US. I know, wild to think of, isn't it? There's just a whole lot of world out there, and I don't want to exclude people from listening to this. But, I would prefer not to keep talking, to make this less of a pain to edit. And of course, I want you to get back to the episode, but mostly, I just don't want to edit that much. So, have fun listening to the rest of the episode. Goodbye!
Rumi, Ark approaches you and helps get you off the floor, away from the fish tanks.
I'm all wet.
Rumi, are you okay?
No, I'm all wet.
Oh, that sucks. Do you want to just let the three of them handle it? Or, it's
if
fine.
I transform, am I gonna be wet inside the suit?
No.
I do it, but I don't believe it.
Take off at unseen speeds. Yellow Osprey.
And then I went inside the suit.
Trust me, as a Rats mascot, I know how terrible it is to be wet.
Well, you're wet inside the suit at first, but then it just starts, ventilating. Starts discharging water everywhere.
Okay.
Now Ark is wet.
Well, that's fine. That's my turn, I guess.
Okay. I'm gonna assume you're also heading towards the fight. At the fight, Han, you have the door, you're holding it above your head. It's actually not a really practical weapon,
Yeah.
in all honesty. The penguin looks at you and says, "Inappropriate behavior towards other players. Banned!" And smacks you with his fin, with his flippers, and you're temporarily paralyzed.
Yep. Ah.
Ban will be lifted in 24 hours.
No.
Oh, you ate a sixer.
You gotta make a new account to circumvent it.
I also left myself vulnerable, so I feel like he crashes into me.
Yes.
Well, he can ban both of them.
Oh, no.
Inappropriate language, ban! Story is awesome.
I haven't even said fuck yet. Oh.
Inappropriate language, ban! All right, so classic setup, but the two jobbers are out of the fight now. It's the red. Kitsugi or Rumi, neither of you want to do anything about this. It's you
right.
against Club Penguin.
Yeah,
So we have.
I'm
Oh,
going
go
to
ahead.
take a regular turn. I am going to display agile fighting technique and do a fucking cool flip over the entire crowd of dinguses here, and then stab it in the back with my spear. Or try
Nice.
to, anyways. But it's fast stabs.
All right. So, do you want to do anything while she's doing this?
I'm trying to think of a way that I can do one of these light turns without making this very terrible.
Well, I want to do something that would require a heavy turn. So, if you want to make it terrible, you could make it.
Okay.
I have a plan for making it terrible.
I think two of our team getting down basically in the same time is going to piss Kitsugi off a lot. Not at them, but at this thing. So I think she's going to be a little brash here and try for just kind of like blindly charging it again, hoping to sort of keep pushing it down the hall. And she's not really going to be paying it. She's probably not going to be paying it that much attention to what it's doing.
So, the two of you are just going to run off like this?
Yep, just shoulder down.
Alright, I'll give you a token for that. Kitsugi, as you are charging with the thing, you're actually tearing its costume apart like quite a bit. In fact, at one point, one of the flippers does come off. But as you shove it in front of ER Games, you hear footsteps
Oh no, he's
slowly
here.
and deliberately. Well, I guess it was a good thing I came here to check on you. He then produces a needle, throws it at the flipper, ties a needle to the other end of the string, throws that end at the penguin, and then the penguin reattaches its flipper. Look, I don't know what my mascot did to give you such a reason to hate it, but it has a job to do. I can't have it be destroyed like this so quickly. Alright.
Ooh, I don't like it. I don't like it being healed.
It looks a little gross.
Do you want to like try and take a swing at him, or? I have to. This is one of the big threats. I have to set him up in a particular way. In the
Take
Tucker
a
show.
swing. Take
When
a
you try and
swing.
do something, and then it doesn't work. He grabs your arm, pulls out another needle and thread, and then sews your arm into the ground of the mall.
No,
Yeah.
that's gross.
That is highly illegal.
Oh, you think that's illegal? You were about to commit assault. I'm just defending myself.
Stop.
Isn't
being
that right, Penguin? Whack.
Creepy.
All right, are you three almost here?
I'm
I'm assuming
shaking off the paralysis, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, hey, get
it's
up.
not an actual 24-hour thing. You can get, oh god, I dragged something.
It would be normally, but we're very strong.
Yeah,
Too strong to be banned.
A normal person, they'd be out all day.
Pod has a backup email. Midori has like 10,000 because she keeps getting banned from everything. Oh, what lovely matching outfits you all have. Well, you know, matching in aesthetics, the colors are all over the place. Jesus Christ. But it's a good first start.
Haven't you ever heard of a rainbow idiot? I mean, it's not quite a rainbow, but like, you know, hey.
No, I have heard of rainbows. Rainbows have 7 colors.
The point is, hey,
Walks
colors
directly up to you.
don't-
Show me the rest of the rainbow then.
I mean,
This is
Okay.
supposed to be a rainbow.
technically a rainbow has all the colors.
Yeah, that's true. I actually
gradient.
agree with Rumi. Han in character actually does agree with Rumi. For a moment, he's being.
Jeff, I'm really glad that you are consistently the one that just pisses this character off with like intelligent remarks. Everyone else is acting like a shitty team, but he's a bigger, shittier team than all of them. But you being actually smart, he's not ready for.
Random color theory, gee.
Oh, don't fucking talk to me about
So
color
fashion
theory.
designer you are.
So anyway, while he's
Come
being
on, that's
pissed
so
off,
weak.
He's going Super
You
Saiyan.
gotta work on your one-letter game.
He can't
so he
believe
asked for a
this.
rainbow.
Yes.
Midori left while he was being pissed off, came back with a rainbow flannel, and is now just going to shove it over his head.
Oh
There
god.
you go.
When you do that, he struggles with the flannel like a bit comically at first. But then you see he like shoves his hand inside the shirt. You see 2 large blades poke out of either side.
Yes, the scissors.
Then he cuts the shirt in half and yells, "Enough!" He is holding 2 very peculiar shaped swords. but he then attaches them on a hinge and they're in fact a giant pair of scissors.
That rules. I love it.
Hey, buddy, you break it, you bought it.
Wait, am I still attached to the ground?
You can wriggle yourself free if you want, or maybe the penguin is
Fine.
just standing around you,
Fine.
smacking you over and over again.
Fine.
What?
The penguin has grabbed your free arm and is shoving it into your face, going, "Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself!"
I don't know.
She's being bullied by someone other than you.
How dare? I mean, she's asking for help, and yet he's imbued with the heroic spirit. And I don't have any moves that say don't help anybody and get tokens or anything like that, which sucks because it's like in his character to just be like, no, I'm busy, like being an asshole. You know, he fuck this. It's not so much that he's helping Katsuki. I want to make that clear. You just fuck this penguin.
Yeah, you're supposed to fight the penguin.
Yeah, it looks like Midori.
That's all it is.
Yeah, it looks like Midori and Rumi have this nerd under control.
I don't care about Katsuki at all, you baka.
Yeah. It's not like Katsuki has shown me kindness and actually, like, been nice to me despite how much of a horrible asshole I have been, and thus I might have burgeoning respect for her or anything, you baka. Han's gonna, like, dive in front while Katsuki, like, tears her arm off of the floor and, like, stand in the way of the pummeling and, like, just take the brunt of this, penguin just beats on him, and he's just gonna, like, stand there like it's not even hurting him. Just, like, glaring at the penguin. It's, like, not really just waiting for the penguin to get tired. And when, I don't know, does the penguin get tired?
It's like, its hogs get more and more frightened.
Mm-hmm.
Whack, 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 whack.
And then I guess I'm gonna grab him and, like, do the toss, like, just toss him down to the ground.
Alright. This evil fashion designer, I've just realized I haven't actually named the story yet, is currently twirling around his scissor swords. He says, "Alright, I've had it with all of you awful children.
How old are you?
I'm eternally 24.
Oh, okay. Amazing.
Why, you can't even be forever 21? Come on.
Right?
Alright, you're first." He lunges at you with the scissor.
Oh, no.
But before he reaches you, Ark actually runs in and shoves you out of the way.
Oh, no!
He says, "God damn it, Lewis. You're back."
You're named Lewis?
Lewis responds,
Lewis!
it's pronounced Louis, but whatever.
Oh, Louis is in the house.
I appreciate whoever made that slamming noise. That's also how I feel. Louis walks between you two. I'm going to assume there's enough room to walk. And says, "Hello again, Ark. It's been such a while such a long time since I've seen my first model."
Oh, no.
He holds his hand out to shake Ark's hand. Ark bats it away. And Ark says, "I'm not going to let you harm these children." Louis says, "Ark, it's not that I don't like you anymore, but if you think you can tell me what to do, you're out of your mind." And then Ark, who... Would that explain what he's actually wearing? He is wearing, like, normal clothes, just has a rat face coming out of it. But he takes off his shirt, and instead of having a rat body, it's a mostly, like, cybernetic.
Oh, no.
It's very obviously prosthetics, but not the way that prosthetics look like in real life. Like cyberpunk prosthetics. He then starts furiously messing with buttons on his own body, and you just hear like,
Access denied. Access denied. Access authorized. Silver rat initiate.
and then he stands stock still, holds his arms out to the side. There's a flash of light, and when it's done, he is in a silver ranger bolt.
Whoa, did you know he could do that?
That's
He
so
then
cool.
grabs Lewis around the torso and yells, "I think you all can handle the penguin. I'll keep this one busy." And
Yeah,
then jumps through the roof. When he
Okay,
jumps,
can
there's an explosion beneath his feet. In fact, that's what propels him.
Okay, can I stumble upon an unlikely perfect hit in that both of us were well, I was staring at this disbelief. Louis and I looked towards one another, but the scene after this, I just hold up one of his blades.
Oh, he needs those! I want you to do stupid shit, but he needs
Okay,
those.
does he have anything else in his pocket?
You get to steal his cravat.
How is a cravat going to help me stab something? Does he have a good pen on him?
You can steal one of his blades. He has others.
Okay, yeah.
I
One of his
just like-
lesser blades. The one he has in his back pocket and doesn't really value as much.
You don't have the full sword size scissors. You have like dagger scissors that
Oh,
he
no.
has.
Oh no, he has a Swiss Army knife. He keeps it in his back pocket because it's pure function and he doesn't really want people to see that. But I nabbed it.
But it is Gucci written.
Of course.
It
So
has-
yes.
It has Gucci written on it. Do you deface that?
Yeah, I take out Sharpie and just scribble over it. It's the same one I used to write on the bucket beforehand.
Just write part on it.
So yeah, I think my unlikely hit is actually going to be, I'm going to take that, run in, and I feel like I want to say there's a soft reset button on the Club Penguin robot, or like go to accounts page, whatever the closest equivalent to that is for a mascot.
Oh god, I never actually played Club Penguin. What, I don't know what would make sense. You somehow get admin powers.
And I shout,
You somehow
"Hey,
type
guys."
in the password for Club Penguin's website.
I just shout, "Hey guys, did you know you can get banned from Club Penguin in 29.1 seconds?"
So you spend a token to do that. So the penguin is in trouble. It has a sword through its heart, or mascot equivalent of a heart.
Yeah, I poked its reset button so it's dazed because it's trying to log in again.
I want
It
Rumi to
doesn't
do
have
something.
it.
Rumi hasn't done anything in a while. Come on, Rumi, do something cool.
Okay, so Ark and the guy are gone.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
can see them. It all happened so fast.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Ark's the ranger, and also he's gone.
Alright, well, that's a surprise, I guess. Who's feeling low? Who's not doing great? Yeah,
Is
I do.
Kitsuki still stuck to the floor?
Kitsugi, let me hit you with this. You've gotten out of the floor, but not by undoing the needle and thread. You've just pulled the part of the floor out with your arm.
So I just like I'm lugging around part of the floor.
You just have a floor tile as a makeshift buckler.
I am going to try
Okay
to
with that.
boost another color's morale by going over to Kitsugi and undoing the stitching that's holding this big piece of concrete tile stuck on her. Yeah, let me help you with that. Come on.
All right, Kitsugi is no longer trapped.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
my
physically.
turn.
Metaphorically, we're all trapped.
Oh, wow. So Kitsuki, you're free now. Han's here, like just standing here, like he's beat up, but he's pretending like it's not a big deal. It's fine. Happens all the
Kitsugi,
time.
go get him. You got the sword.
Chop him up.
So you fuck him up. Fuck him up, Saki.
You have the sword. A little hurt that Han did help me, but that's fine.
Han stood in the way, but yes, be hurt.
Han helped you. Han spent a token to help you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Not really.
I
but
mean,
yes.
Kitsugi cannot recognize that if you want, but you should know that mechanically Han helps you.
That's fair. I want to do it. I guess I do like. God, how be as anime as possible. Like, fucking high jump, swirl, like twirl 360, like lightning stab. Just like come on from on high on the thing. Sword first.
All right. So how this probably looks in one that continuously describe motion is Midori stabs it, pausing it. Rumi undoes Kitsugi's stuff, and then immediately afterwards, like when she like yanks her arm to get it away from the floor tile, she continues, and the sword manifests in her hand, and then she just slices the penguin in half.
Shining Fang.
Yep.
Hope there's a-
And Midori shouts, "Fuck!" as it gets slashed.
Good.
And Kitsugi, one of your heavy turns is use your weapon to drive off an opponent. So I think I'm going to take a token from you. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. The penguin has been sliced in half. It falls over. The eyes like start to dim, and then suddenly another needle flies in through the hole in the ceiling.
No.
The eyes turn from red to this time purple,
Ah!
and the penguin says,
The gates of hell open for business.
Storefront change. Oh no, that's an auto ban. Ban yourself.
I have taken the powers of banning into myself. I am unstoppable. No longer am I dealing out the bans. I have become the ban. The penguin leaps out through the hole, lands in the mall parking lot, and is giant is now.
I'm banned. I'm unbanned.
This is the face of death. This is like the face of mercy.
I've
We are
consumed
born.
banning itself, and I will
We are
consume.
born cancelled. You simply adopted being banned. I was born into it. I didn't see the form, so I was a grown lad.
So good.
All right. So do all four of you rush out together? Stop this
Yep.
thing.
Well, I mean, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
asking
guess so,
because
like-
that's a way to get around token requirements. If you all four rush off at the same time, you all get a token, and then you can spend that token to summon your mechs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what else are we gonna do? So
Yeah. So we're not at the point where we need to start livening up the big fights yet. So
Yep. So yeah, I'll play along.
Yeah.
Han is just excited to be able to punch out stuff, so he's already rushing out like hell yeah, rolling up his sleeves.
Let's get wild. Beast change. Ruby, Topaz, and Spray. Obsidian Boar.
all right, you're all there. You're in your mechs. This penguin is yelling about how he can say the word fuck and no one can ban him now because he controls the ban. In fact, his weapon in this ultimate form, he holds his flipper up and it manifests the legendary, the one and only, the ban hammer.
Oh
That's a penguin with a hammer, now you're all doomed.
Oh no, it's DDD.
Oh my god. How did I forget about the only penguin with a hammer? I'm not doing DDD's or Gid's voice. I love it, but I can't do it. Sorry. Alright.
I need me to call for those their teens.
Alright, is anyone's back when to get this started? Or... Oh wait, we can unveil the combined form now.
Yeah, I feel like we should all take a turn in effectively attacking it and with that started.
Yeah, everyone get a like turn. Everyone's gonna get a second token.
Alright, so, I feel like I'd go in first, because, I'm fast. I'm gonna try to stop that hammer.
And
no.
be a little more specific.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
try
looking
and
over my light turns.
sorry.
Okay, I know. So I try to go for his hand, but he's actually surprisingly quick with this hammer, and he slams it down, so I have to retreat.
He's not actually swinging the hammer is moving around independently of him.
Oh, geez. So, yeah, I
Like,
assumed
Yoki
he would have
from
been
Castlevania.
swinging it. But if it's just fucking
Telekinetic
magically
hammer.
floating around
Yeah.
him,
He's not
I just
using the
back
ban
off.
hammer. He is the ban hammer. He's become one with the concept of banning.
I failed to understand how this works, so yeah, I'm gonna back off immediately. I cannot react to this correctly at all.
I
He just
will.
gets smacked to the side.
We're not big enough.
Yeah, I will rush in to attack, and at the same time as Midori jumps back in her mech because she can't do it, I actually am not paying attention because I'm just so excited to just be hurting something again that I will take the brunt that was going for Midori, so the hammer actually hits top, like bonks him real good.
I kind of like we're setting up a point where you all four try and do separate things, and the penguin just takes you all out with one hammer swing. I like that idea.
See, I take the brunt of somebody else's burden, the burden being getting hit by a hammer.
I don't think we need to go in like super great detail for everyone's like particular thing. So yeah, we can fudge it this once. You all attack and fail. If you want to describe your failure, you're welcome to. But yeah, Ruby's just saying we're not.
I'm just
Say we're not
it's
big
no
enough.
good. It's too big and strong.
In all of your like cockpits, I guess you have a video screen. You get some sort of like video message from Ark.
Yeah, it like appears in this little like floating
Here's
screen in
the
front of us.
corner of the front window.
Right. Lewis has the scissors around his neck, and Ark is forcing them apart with his hands.
Oh no!
Are you okay?
Totally fine. Rangers.
You know, if you're not
There's
supposed
one more
to
thing.
drink and use a phone, you probably shouldn't be doing this and using
Oh
a
my
phone.
god, let me talk. There's one more thing. I need you all to push the big button that says fuse or combine. I forget what exactly it says. It should be underneath the desk. Not desk. Underneath the
Control
controls.
panel. Yeah.
Fuck. Control panel, yeah. This is all in character. Han knows what a control panel is because his father's in the Air Force.
Oh, it says unify.
Yeah, it says
Yeah, unify. That's the word. Thanks.
Slam him
All
at
right.
this.
Do that. Then he kicks Lewis out of the way and the call ends.
All right.
Okay.
I will slap.
I gotta find my notes on what we said about this.
It's a chimera. I know we decided that.
Yeah.
Yep, I think I have notes on it as well.
Rather than a humanoid form.
Alright, so yes, our ultimate mech is the Chimera, which is terrifying, winged, and limber.
Mm-hmm. Trying to remember what part was what.
Okay, I got that as
Going
well.
Back. Alice's dog is the head.
Yeah, Wolf's head, Boar's body, Marten limbs, and Osprey wings.
Yep.
That's right.
That sounds extremely dope.
It looks really
The
cool.
boar makes the majority of the torso. I'm trying to think like how this toy would work, and I almost kind of see it.
Yeah, I wish we had a fan
Martin's,
base so we could get fan art of this.
Thing,
rules.
like
Okay, so here's how it works. So the body, the head like rotates inside the torso and leaves a spot for the other head to come on from the other one.
mm-hmm.
That's how that part goes.
And-
And the wing, the bird just like folds into itself and then clips on the back.
Uh-huh.
And what's the last one?
The Marten limbs.
Martin. Shit, I don't. But
I was gonna say like the Martin like splits in half and attaches to
Yeah.
the iron side
Switches
of
and
it.
half his snaps on. It's good.
The apex of apexes. Chimera has been formed.
Like the arms do on the original Megazord.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, I forgot the Japanese names, like Dai Zuzen or something. Anyways, you have the Chimera.
do we all
Actually,
go
yeah,
into-
how does this
do-
transformation work
Is this
in
like
show?
we go into the same cockpit thing, or we all still in our separate pieces?
You're all in the same cockpit.
Yeah.
Alice is ahead of all of you.
Yep. Oh, I have to share
Body.
space.
Where did,
You throw a fit.
where did all this space come from? None of our cockpits this big.
Warp gates. We talked about this as warp gates.
Come on, it's the Florp gates, Rumi.
Ah.
Han is spinning around in his chair, like this is really cool, but then he realizes he's like in the same room as everybody else, and he looks like he's actually enjoying himself and having fun. And
That wasn't having fun.
it's gotta be a cool aloof dude, so he stops and broods.
I've never had fun.
I've never had fun. I've had fun once. It was terrible.
Excuse me. What's this? Spoon? I think you said.
Not my thing.
Yeah.
All right. Ridiculous Chimera versus Club Penguin Banhammer. All right.
We'll
So,
talk about the Florp gates later.
I think the pig was gonna start this by trying to swing the hammer. How do you all dodge it?
Well, clearly, I'm the legs. Well, I'm the legs, but we also have wings. Are we gonna fly out of the way or like nimbly dodge? You think?
We're not. No, you.
Yeah, we Weasel War Dance and Chimera.
All right. I think I'm going to. Actually, I could just use a regular turn for this. Let me react by taking temporary cover. So I feel like this move looks similar to what Midori did before, except it's done with far more purpose. You know, before it was kind of just a cowardly. The Marten doesn't really move, but then just springs and hides. This one is more the Chimera springs towards cover and looks ready to move already.
Is it like assisted by the wings, so it's more precise in its movements?
Yeah, it's super precise, very fast. It glides. It's got wings.
Yeah. If it has wings, that means it can fly. I say finding the pig. Unfortunately, I don't have this. I didn't give this penguin any powers besides ban, so I don't. It's just gonna keep swinging at you. I just want to move to like, what does the finishing move look like for the Chimera?
I don't think we discussed that.
I think we
I don't
decided
know.
to come up with it in the moment.
I
I
feel
feel like
Yeah.
like some sort of mouth laser.
Yeah, I like the idea of a mouth laser.
Yeah. Is there like parts on all of the constituent parts to start glowing before launching the mouth laser, or is it all out of?
Yeah, everything
Oh.
else glows, and they're like those like lines of like energy go over the skin towards the head.
Yeah, I like that.
although
Nice.
before we begin that, I feel like it tries to go for us with a banhammer, but we hide behind the cover. It hits the cover, and we just like smack it back into the Club Penguin mascot before leaping skyward and doing a laser.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice.
It's a laser straight down.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We're literally firing the laser.
Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome back to 2006.
Glorious.
Was that 2006? Oh my god, I'm so old.
I don't know. It's early 2000s, maybe 7. That's not early 2000s, Luca. That's not what that means. Anyways, does this require like you all to yell something in unison?
I mean, it might, but Han's not doing it.
Is it
I
just Yuki
I
this
think
time?
I think we have to pound a button.
Yeah.
It's like
I
No,
like
no,
I
I
like
like
the
it.
idea of Kitsugi trying to lead a call of everyone saying like final mouth laser. But she's the only one that does it.
We all come up with our own special attack names.
It's just like it's just a general like amalgam of a bunch of different weeby sounding things.
I think
God.
it would be cool if, like, in order to shoot the
It's
laser,
the name of your
we have
character.
to like put our weapons in slots in the control panel
I like that.
and push them
I
down.
like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
it's like
So as
Yeah.
you're leaping into the air, you all are they're like slots on your panels that start glowing. And I guess Rumi would figure out what to do first. She
She's
has
a
the
smart
brain cell
one.
between the four of you.
oh, that's
Not to
that's,
play your character for you, Jeff, but I feel like that's
No, that's it. That's I just thrust her right in.
you just
Yeah.
go, oh, that's spear shape,
Oh, that makes sense.
and then everyone else follows suit.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like
special
I
attack.
want to describe like what this looks like. The scenes don't cut. It has like the comic panel style cut ins as they're jumping up. So it shows like top left, Ruby putting hers in, top right, Han putting his in, bottom left, bottom right. While the main screen is showing the different parts of the Zord powering up as it leaps into the air.
Yeah.
And then you launch the final attack down on the penguin.
I don't know what everybody else thinks this attack name is, but Midori yells, "Triple strike!"
There's 4 of us.
How
strike.
foolish of me.
Quad strike.
It's
Yeah,
just
quad
it's one laser.
I never watched
Quad
Guru Ranger.
laser. Quad laser. It's a quad laser.
That's the thing the Moon Knights do.
Yep.
Anyway, it's utterly destroyed.
That's all canon. That conversation was canon in the cockpit.
Oh, obviously.
It's always nice to make something clear every once in a while. Because our characters have certain chemistries and we have certain chemistries, and sometimes they align too much.
Han pulls out sunglasses because the laser's really bright and puts them on. Deal with it.
Oh, you're trying to look cool. Like, no, it's actually like bothering you a lot. So yeah, you did it. The penguin got taken out. Everyone
Yeah,
left, so
you
no one
see
gets
like
hurt.
it's a very large scale model and it blows up.
Yeah.
You know, how Power Rangers to do.
The explosion clearly happens behind where the actor was, so it's obvious that they just...
No. What it is they would make like a little like model that looks like the monster and literally blow it up. With,
That's
like,
so cool.
Like a small amount of explosive.
Nowadays, yeah, that is right for the older one, but nowadays they tend to just, like, film the explosion and film the person lying down and try and cut it just right. Sometimes they screw up and the person will just vanish. And they were clearly not behind the explosion, so it's not... What happened?
They disintegrated first.
Funny, that actually happened to, Weather, Isuka. I didn't point it out, but he just... before the explosion.
Nice. All right.
Anyways. So yeah, if there are any more scenes, Ark's not back. But if there's anything you four, like, want to do...
I guess the once
And
we
you trying to get
land,
a hold
like
of her?
I want like Han gets all belligerent and is like trying to figure out how to separate because he doesn't want to be in the same cockpit as you all, and he's like hammering random buttons. And so the machine starts like acting up on the body side because Han is like hammering random buttons to detach, and like so the Khmer starts like bucking and like tossing its head and roaring and like clawing on, like going in circles, doing donuts and stuff. Yeah.
Midori just sort of like rises above her chair and presses his eject button.
Thank you.
It somehow ejects the torso while all the body parts stay perfectly still. Just straight up Looney Tunes shit.
It just rockets upwards in a way. Actually, no, there are wings, so it'd have to go sideways.
Yeah, it goes sideways.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that
I figured we
episode.
just go like backwards, the opposite direction of the head, because that's the only way it can go.
Yeah, it's like that episode of Steven Universe we watched where Garnet jumps out of the car and then rolls away. It's like that. Except it's launched out instead.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then I
Alright,
guess without the body there, I guess the robots like fall apart, like unseparate, and then I guess we just like go back to.
They all fall very gracefully, except for yours.
Yep.
You're just launched out. The other pieces remain in place for a second before just falling down.
Yeah. Okay, so like after the mechs like go away to like go through the the fourth zone or whatever you call it.
Fourth gate.
Fourth
Florp
gate. Yeah,
gates.
fourth gate. Go back into their florp gates and turn back into their pets. Han will like begrudging like hands in his shoulders like really quietly to Kitsuki. Be like, you alright? You okay?
Oh heck, you know who's not okay? Where'd Art go?
Oh shit.
Not even give Kitsugi a chance to answer. We'll never know if Kitsugi is okay.
No, you won't. Silent, alone, skating. No, I'm fine.
Yeah, I guess your ending scene is about Ark, isn't it? I hope, because otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's we're good.
Ark and Lewis's fight's still going on.
Oh,
It's
okay.
now nighttime and raining for some reason.
Of course.
Oh no,
For dramatic effect.
that's not good.
Oh.
Let's see, as they're fighting, trying to think, like, they're fighting under, like, a gazebo, and Lewis is not coming out of the gazebo because he has very expensive clothing on, and the water will ruin it. They're just staring each other down. Ark opens up a bit of the mouth on his helmet and spits out this, like, really awful-looking black gunk, but then closes his helmet back and acts like nothing's happened.
Oh no.
That's weird.
Just the ending scene, he's just gonna leave. Ark's just gonna leave Lewis at the gazebo.
Han gets home and he's still beaten up, so he's tending to his injuries, and his mom is fussing over him again. And his dad comes in and informs him that he got a letter from his sister. And Han like gets really excited, and actually like smiles at the idea of being able to read a letter from his sister. But his dad pulls it away from him and says, "You can't read it until your grades improve," and walks away. And that's
my God.
that's where it ends.
Jesus.
Wow.
It's school club day at Low High, and while most of the Pet Rangers are goofing off,
Even when they shoo her away, and eventually she shows back up pencils that she got on her own, like stole pencils from other booths.
Nice.
Stole a pencil and a stopwatch.
One of them is taking things far too seriously.
No,
She's got like,
never
the
again.
debate team one, the Model UN. She's got like all the ones that are very clearly the look at me, I'm a high achieving high school student applying for college clubs.
There's a stack of applications, but only one roomie. Just how is she supposed to choose? Like, what you doing here?
Not quite sure actually.
Next time on Domestic Sentai PetRanger. Overbooked, overburdened, overtaxed.
Hello, are you interested in the Anti-Ranger Club?
Oh hey, what did we learn?
Yeah, what did we learn?
Oh my god.
I did the last
Never
two,
trust
so-
the fashion designer. I'm sorry I talked over you, Jeff. What did you say?
I did the last two, so someone else should come with something.
I learned that
Yeah.
fur is murder. Get artificial fur.
You have to say it like Sailor says.
Yeah.
Like, hey kid.
Han never.
Hans.
Han doesn't really get into it.
Well, that's because you're the actor doing it.
That's
It's
true.
not
Yeah.
in canon, right?
It's not in canon, but it's still in character.
Yes.
Which is weird now that I think about it. It's like the Sonic Says segment wasn't Jaleel White, it was Sonic.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be. It doesn't have to be something you would actually do during the show.
Fur is
Imagine,
murder.
like-
And my character might like murder, but you shouldn't.
I mean, that's
That's it. That's the whole thing. That's
it. Okay. You did it,
that's the
buddy.
Pet Ranger says. For this
Even
episode. We're gonna get so many letters.
Even if it's over robots, poaching is still creepy.
And illegal. If you see a poacher, call
Don't make
989.
queer-coded villains unless almost your entire cast is gay.
Another good point.
Yeah.